right, you can't always get what you want by the Rolling Stones, but you get what you need, right? That's a couple things. The title of the third chapter of my book, Why Can't I Stick to My Diet? By the way, if you don't have your own version of it, let me know. I'm happy to send you one for free. It's also a really good way I use to explain why you can't eat what you quote-unquote want. What's that to do with Christmas? It'll all make sense in the end. Just wait for it. So, when I was growing up, I wasn't skinny. I was just sort of average. Just normal, maybe thickish before puberty or whatever. And I had a friend who was naturally skinny. Just string bean kind of friend. And I remember once I realized, when I was 10 or 11, that skinny was the way you're supposed to be, right? I remember saying to my mom, like, it's not fair. Like, she's so skinny and I'm not. And I swear we eat the same. And actually, she eats horribly compared to what I eat. And, she eats vegetables. And my mother said, don't worry about it. It'll all be okay in the end. And I was just like, what are you talking about? She's like, she will never develop good eating habits. And just, worry about yourself kind of thing. And I really understand what she meant. Well, as I've gotten older, and through all my years of trying to work the system, of trying to eat whatever I wanted and working out more, or eating whatever I wanted only on the weekends, or eating whatever I wanted and then just saying, screw it, I'm going to gain weight, or whatever my trick was of the day, I realized I cannot eat everything I want and feel how I want, look how I want, and weigh what I want. It's impossible. Now, you can eat whatever you want. There's no law against it. I'm not going to go do a citizen's arrest on you if I see you at a buffet. However, your body will respond. You'll gain weight, you'll have some brain fog, you want more sugar, you will have a food hangover. And there's also something else I think we sometimes ignore, in that sugar is inflammation. Wheat can be very inflammatory. Artificial sweetener, the same thing. So if you have an autoimmune issue, it will be so much worse if you eat any of those things. Also, studies are showing now that the number one thing to eliminate if you have any genetic predisposition for cancer is sugar. So sure, you can eat whatever you want this Christmas. It does not mean you will not learn about what happens to your body later. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just saying there's never a time where you can just eat with abandonment, because your body's still your body and it will respond to what you put in it. So why don't you put in healthy food, and a ton of healthy food, and healthy food 99.9% of the time, and that 0.1% of the time when you really have to have your mom's toffee or great aunt so-and-so's chocolate covered whatevers. Sure, have a little bit, really appreciate it, and just know the next day you might feel a little weird, but that's not your body talking to you. All this I'm listening to my body stuff, that's not your body, that's the sugar. So you can't always eat what you want, but you can eat what you need if you listen. And this is something else I learned, is that even if a magical fairy came down and granted me the wish, I guess, to eat how I used to eat, but weigh what I weighed now, I still would not take it. Because I would not feel as good as I feel right now. I would not feel good in the morning. I would not be able to think as much. I would not be able to write as often. I wouldn't be able to multitask or whatever as often, because of how much better I feel now that I've cleaned up my diet. So you cannot ever underestimate the power of the food you're consuming and of the drinks you're consuming, not just today, but long term, because you don't really know what's in your DNA sometimes. So you can't always eat what you want. Sure, every once in a while, have your splurge, but day in and day out, vegetables, lean, high quality meat, good fats, low glycemic carbs, lots of water, sleep, the basics. all the basics don't know it's Christmas. They don't have a calendar. Your body and your physiology and your DNA doesn't know, oh, it's Christmas, so we're just not going to take anything she does seriously. It's going to absorb it and try to metabolize it and try to do whatever it can. But if you overwhelm it, your celiacs or your autoimmune stuff will flare up. So there are results and consequences to the food we eat, even if we quote unquote get away with it because we work out a lot this month. So let's just stop that whole way of thinking and just think long term and really try to every day make the best choices we can. And every once in a while, if it's an amazing piece of blank, have a little, really enjoy it, and go about your life. Because you can't always eat what you want. All right. Thanks again. I'm Erin Wathen, and I will see you tomorrow. And I believe tomorrow here at the Chopra Center, the Christmas tree will be lit up. I hear that Santa Claus will be skydiving. So I'll be sure to record that for everyone. Okay. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.